Hi, I'm Kolarile, and I love talking about communication. And I really was going to leave Rishi Sunak alone because, as a few of you have pointed out, I have really pounded him quite a bit lately.
Stop! He's already dead.
And in fact, I was thinking about doing a video on the leadership debate that he had with Keir Starmer, because in some ways there were a few things that I thought Rishi did quite well, and I was looking forward to doing a positive piece about him. But then, of course, Rishi stepped on the rake. Stepped into it from a communication point of view and did something so particularly inept and disastrous that, of course, I had to do a video on it.
Prime Minister, you didn't care, did you?
No, I cared deeply.
Then why didn't you stay?
As I said, the itinerary for these events was set weeks ago, before the general election campaign. I participated in events both in Portsmouth and in France, and having fully participated in all the British events with British veterans, I returned home before the International Leaders event. That was a mistake, and I apologise for that.
So this week was the 80th anniversary of the D-Day landings, which effectively led to the end of the Second World War. Massive occasion, very, very important for many countries, especially Britain. There was a commemoration service or commemoration set of events in France that the world leaders attended. President Macron, of course, of France, Joe Biden, Vladimir Zelensky, and Rishi Sunak on behalf of the UK. However, on the day when the world leaders were meant to attend and do a particular commemoration, Rishi Sunak decided that he would leave early and fly back to do an interview about the political campaign that he's running for the election. A really stupid decision. And of course, it blew up in his face. It was a particularly bad decision because it's alienated a lot of the older voters who are Tory Conservative voters. It has emphasized why many people are thinking of voting for Nigel Farage's Reform Party, because they build themselves as very patriotic.
Because the one thing you've always associated the Conservatives with is being a patriotic party. Well, it's now got an unpatriotic leader.
In the context of a political campaign where one of the central ideas that he has put forward is that young people should do national service, including some doing military service. Many are now saying that he couldn't even be bothered to do service for one day to his country, and he's asking young people to do service for a whole year. So it was a really bad decision. And I think, in fact, this could be a game changer for what was an already pretty bad campaign for Rishi Sunak and the Conservatives. But this is not a politics channel. This is a communication channel. So what does this incident teach us about communication? Well, it's actually fairly straightforward, and it's this. Your presence matters. Your presence counts. Many times it will simply be about the fact that you are there, the fact that you have chosen to turn up or show your face or show your interest. That is what does the communication work for you. And that's why Rishi got into so much trouble, because by his lack of presence, what he's communicating to the country is that he doesn't care enough about this particular issue, which of course has alienated and outraged many, many people. So you must always think about, when is it that your presence matters? And by presence, I don't necessarily always only mean physical presence. It could be making sure that you send a message where it doesn't really matter what the message is. It's the fact that you take the time to send it that counts. To give an example, if you ever lose someone or a friend of yours loses someone or family or something like that, that unfortunately has happened to me a few times recently. What matters most is not what you say, because I know a lot of people think, oh, what should I say? There are no words. I don't know how they feel. It doesn't really matter what you say. It matters that you say something, that you send the message, that you show up for the funeral, that you send the flowers, that you do something that says to the other person, that communicates to them, I'm with you. I'm thinking about you. I care for you. My condolences to you. You are in our hearts, in our prayers, in our thoughts, that kind of thing. Your presence matters. And if you are absent in the moments when it counts, that can communicate a lot as well. So that's the lesson we learned from yet another bashing of Rishi Sunak. I will try to leave him alone, at least for the next few weeks.
Am I not merciful?
But you never know what he's going to do in the coming days. Hope this helped. As always, you really want to start working on your communication skills, where we cover presence and a whole load more. A great place to start is with my free masterclass. Yes, completely free, no charge at all, for pretty good content, I have to say. Check it out on the links somewhere with this video, and I'll see you next time.